So today we're in the kitchen chefing it up, me and Miss Baby, and I'm going to teach you how to make a really amazing blood and immune system building soup. So a lot of people have been really sick over the last few weeks. Yeah, we have. It's been really nasty, and we fought it off with a lot of herbs, and our immune systems can get to be a little bit taxed. So after we have an illness and the pathogen has gone away, it's time to rebuild. So we can do that through food and really simple basic things that can really nourish your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. So I'm going to show you what we have. Beets, heirloom carrots, tomato paste, hot cayenne pepper, cinnamon, astragalus, beet greens, wonderful homemade bone broth that is gelatinously full of cartilage, and some happy free-range buffalo. So the first thing that we're doing with this soup is we're just starting the base. I have a little bit of grass-fed ghee melted in here, and I'm actually just sweating out the garlic and the onions. And giving them a little bit of saute. Garlic is hugely antiviral and antibacterial and is really supportive of the immune system. The next thing I'm going to do, if you see all that little blood there, we're talking about blood building. So like builds like. This is grass-fed, free-range, happy buffalo. So I'm going to go ahead and add that, and we're just going to start to brown the buffalo. So as that buffalo just begins to kind of brown up and get the base of our soup going, I'm going to actually add in our next little layer to the soup. So it's always important to remember that as you cook, you're kind of layering the flavors on top of each other. I'm adding a little bit of hot red cayenne pepper, and I decided to throw in a little bit of turmeric to that as well. So this is going to be dispersing. So this is like that energy of disbursement coming in as the next layer to kind of help activate the base of this soup. So the next layer that I added into the soup is our carrots and our beets, and we're just going to allow this all to kind of incorporate and saute it for just a couple of minutes to kind of caramelize and get all those flavors mixed in together. This is making a really nice base for our soup. So the broth that I'm going to add to this soup is actually a homemade bone broth right here, and I'm going to show you guys how it's actually really gelatinous. So what you do to make a bone broth, you can kind of look up a recipe for this, but it's the idea that you're using the marrow and the knuckles of the actual animal that you're using and boiling down their bones so that you can actually get all of that beneficial cartilage and collagen and blood building elements from the bones to then nourish your bones, like feeds like. So this is a bone broth that I made 2 days ago. I cooked it down for 2 days, and I actually added a little bit of the astragalus herb, which is a Chinese herb for immune supporting, to make sure that the bone broth had a lot of really good properties in it. So go ahead and check this out. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's really, really super gelatinous. And that lets us know that it has all that really good collagen in it from the marrow of the bone, which is actually going to help nourish our bone marrow. So after that has incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add this bone broth to the pot.
It's going.
We're just adding this in. You can see how gelatinous and collagen flavored it is. That lets us know that it has all of that really good bone building, blood building properties to it. So check out this gelatinous, collagen, wonderful soup mix that we have going on here. You can see it starting to liquefy as it starts to get hot. Bone broth is hugely nourishing to the blood system and to our immune system. It's like a tonifying thing that helps to build up from a level of harmony. So it's like you boil down the most fundamental parts of the blood building system to then introduce that back to your body so it can have the right nutrients that it needs to build more blood. So now it's kind of liquefied. You can see how nice that's kind of coming together, and it's got this really beautiful red tinge to it from those beets. So now that our soup has actually incorporated together, we're just going to add in a couple of key herbs to help build the immune system and to help nourish the blood. So I have here cinnamon sticks and astragalus. And we're actually, I used astragalus in the bone broth that I made yesterday just to kind of assure that we were all getting all the wonderful root properties of building our immune system. So I'm going to just go ahead and add one piece of the root to the soup itself, and one cinnamon stick. Cinnamon is hugely purifying to the blood, and it also disperses energy. So any kind of stagnation that is in the body, it'll help move that out so the blood can be built and nourished. So I'm just going to add one cinnamon stick to kind of start with, and we'll see how the flavor comes out with that. And then this can basically stew down for, give or take, 20-30 minutes or so until the vegetables are soft. And then at the end of it, we're going to save and reserve these really nice beet greens to put on top. And we're going to stir just a little bit of tomato paste in to kind of incorporate it all and make it into a nice, wonderful stew. Word, Miss Baby? Yeah? So I finished the soup by adding a little bit of organic tomato paste. You can see that astragalus root is nice and all the way cooked down, and a little bit of rock sea salt. So now we're ready to eat. The basis of the healing properties of this soup is really about that wonderful bone broth. It's been said that bone broth, a good bone broth or a good broth can actually revise the dead. It has these really crazy important healing properties. Look at all that wonderful red richness coming in. It helps your body to assimilate and use vitamins and nutrients. The bone broth really nourishes your joints and bones, which then nourish your blood system, which help your lymphatic and your immune system to work better. And it tastes so wonderful. It helps your gut to digest, and it helps to reduce the amount of protein that you need. And apparently somebody wants to try this. So the other piece of this is that we have some greens to add on the top, and the wonderful astragalus root that we added in as well. See, the astragalus has been one of the gems in the Chinese medicine cabinet as a immune system builder by helping to enhance the qi, build your strength, and to increase your metabolism. So in turn, it enhances your immune system. So this is a recipe for this wonderful, look at that red and that green, blood building, immune building, bone broth based, yummy, flavorful treat. Bon appetit. And it tastes really nice with a beautiful background of cinnamon, nice little spice on the end, and flavor for days. Be well, be wellness, enjoy. And remember, healing is happening every day. Yum? Don't more? Miss Baby likes it. What do you think? Another bite? Look at that red.